The Lord be with you. Today is the 27th Sunday of the year on our church calendar. Let us discuss the Sunday's Gospel. What is marriage? This is the joining together of a man and a woman through the minister of God to be one flesh only. In the beginning of the creation of man, God gave him partner. Man uttered, "Now she is the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh." And the author of the book of Genesis said, "She will be called woman, for she came from man." For this reason, man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh only. The sentence, "man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh only," is a prophetical and doctrinal to be followed by the children of God. Beloved brothers and sisters, man has two personalities, the lower self and the higher self. The lower self is his physical body, and the higher self is his soul. The physical body is called flesh, and the soul is called spirit. And our topic for today, the marriage, is unification of flesh only, meaning they will live only for physical reasons. Man will leave his parents and be united to his wife. But why the joining together of man and woman needs God's blessing? Because here is the situation of man and woman. Man, you were created for the glory of God. You are not to blemish or cut off the communication between you and God. And you, woman, was created for the glory of man. Yearn not to blemish or cut off the communication between you and your husband. And every child that God given to both of you is a grace from Him. Yearn to draw them into the cross. This is the situation of a family in front of God. What God joined together must have a spiritual life. When man cut off his communication with God or blemished by sins, what will happen? Of course, his wife and children will also cut it off from communication with God. Because he is the head of the family or the pillar of home, here comes the punishment of God. This is called strike the horse, let the Carabao bear the welts. Meaning God will punish the man, but his wife will bear the pain. For example, if the husband dies or met an accident or got illness or commits adultery, it is the wife will bear the pain, for they lost the head of the family, or the home will break down because no more pillar. If God reverses the situation, strikes the Carabao, but the horse bear the welts, meaning God will punish the wife. For example, she dies, met an accident, got illness, or commits adultery. It is the husband will bear the pain, for they lost the light of the home. The surrounding will be covered by darkness. And if God do another, strikes the offsprings, the horse and Carabao will bear the welts, meaning God will punish the children. For example, the children became juvenile delinquents, fall into different vices, lost their lives, or became activists. It is not the father and the mother bear the pain. That's why nowadays, brothers and sisters, there are so many broken families because of one flesh is separated by sins to God. In marriage, the priest said, only death can separate husband and wife. Is this has proof? Yes, brothers and sisters, this has proof. The Lord said in our gospel for today, it was because your hearts were hard that Moses wrote you this law. But at the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. So here it is very clear, divorce is against God. And the Lord also said, anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery against her. And if she divorces her husband and marries another man, she commits adultery. We are from Mama Mary. Until next issue, brothers and sisters, if you have questions, please message or comments here in our Rosary Savior Facebook.